Now earlier I dragged Andre's email from the inbox and dropped it into the contacts folder and created a contact for Andre. If I receive an email from Andre, what I can do now is if I click on the email and then click on his email address, which usually appears at the head of the email, I can do it in my reading pane, or I could double click and open that person up. But if I basically right click their email address at the top of the email, I can edit that contact's details by clicking the edit contact option, or I could even open the contact's card by clicking this option here. If I close this email, I can just as easily do it from here. I could also edit the contact or open that contact's card from here as well. But if it's somebody you haven't added to your contacts yet, such as Gordon, if I was to right-click Gordon's email address, it would not offer to edit it because it doesn't exist. When I right-click, I have the option to add Gordon to my Outlook contacts. So that's a quick way of knowing whether they're actually in your contacts or not. Now sometimes also when I create a contact, let me just go back down to my contacts folder, and I created a contact which was Andre, or actually let me use myself. Here's my contact card here. If I have somebody who I want to add to my contacts who comes from the same company, I can save myself a little bit of time by going to the New Items button, going to Contact from Same Company. When I click the option Contact from Same Company, it automatically populates the company name, the address, the business phone number, and the web address. So that means I just have to put in their name and put in their job title, their email, and their phone numbers. So that could be quite a good time saver as well. And I'll save no. Besides creating a new contact from the same company and individual contacts from emails, we can also create what they call contact groups. Now up here, there's the option New Contact, and here was the option New Contact from Same Company. If I choose No New Contact Group, then this is actually a group of people that I want to regularly communicate with. And rather than type each person's email address or try to remember the members of that group, I can easily just send an email to that group. So let's say a group of trustees. So you would put whatever name reflected that group, that committee, that board, that stakeholders, what have you. And then I would simply add members to that group. Now these members can come from a variety of locations. People that are in your contacts are typically people outside of your organization, such as myself, people that you want to be able to easily contact when you need their advice or assistance. But people that are in your address book are generally people that are within your organization, and your IT department or your IT support people usually create an address book of everybody in your organization so you can easily email them. And then you have the option to create a new email contact. I'm just going to choose from Outlook Contacts, and I'll choose the members of this particular group. Now up here in the top right corner, you also can access various locations. So I might decide that some of these contacts come from AMCC. So I'll add this person as a member, add this person as a member, and then I'll go to a different contacts folder. And I'll add this person as a member, and I'll add this person as a member. So you would add the various members and then you click OK. And so these are the members of this group. If I then go Save and Close, and I look in my Contacts folder, there is my group of trustees. And notice the card looks slightly different from the other cards who are individuals, where this is a group of people. If I was to double click, I could easily manage this group by selecting and removing a member, and by going back to Add Members and choosing a different member. If I was to update that contacts card elsewhere, those changes would flow through to this group. And I'll save and close. Now the whole idea with a group and contacts is you may wish to share them with others, or I may wish to email that group or that individual. Let's try this. For example, if I wanted to email this group here, one method would be to right click and then to actually create an email. If I create an email, I can automatically see that it's going to be emailed to this group of people. If I want to see who's in that group, I can hit this plus, but I won't be able to collapse it again once I've expanded it. If I hit the plus in front, and this is what this is telling me, I can see all the members and their individual addresses, because there might be one person, backspace, who I don't want to email. If I backspace all of them, I can put that group in again simply by typing a group of trustees or AG and pressing tab. So you can email a group now because you've created a contact group, and you can even attach that group using the attach item button. If I attach an item, I have the option here, attach an item, I have the option here of Outlook item. And if I go to my contacts folder, I can choose a group of trustees, and it's got a different symbol, and OK. And I've actually attached that group to this email. I might send a message then to the group, hello everyone, please find attached the latest list of members and their contact details. To add this group to your Outlook contacts, simply double click the attachment and click the Save and Close button in the top left of your screen. So you can email a group and you can attach a group. You can also attach a contact. For example, I can attach an item, Outlook item, and I can go to Contacts and I can choose myself and OK. And simply say, if you would like to add Cathi to, and let me just copy and paste this, to your Outlook contact, simply double click the attachment, click Save and Close in the top left of your screen, and Cathi will appear in your contacts. So you can share an email easily. I might CC this to myself. I can email a group, I can email an individual, I can attach a group, and I can attach an individual, and I can hit send, and it would send that to those people. I'll just go close for the moment, save no. So be aware that you can email a group. You can also right click a particular person. You can also forward that contact as a business card or as an Outlook item or contact, and there it is there. There it's automatically attached, that person's contact card, to this email. Save no.